gosh, come on with the notifications. What's good, y'all? We are up in here and I got the notifications cut off and it is tripping on us, man. What's good? Welcome back to the Hybrid 803 podcast. I'm your host, Hybrid 803 with
And I'm Shani Rocks.
That's What That Is. And we back up in this thing with another episode for you. Appreciate everybody showing love to the third revamp. We coming back in this thing, doing the thing. Appreciate you so much. Shouts out to everybody on Shani Rocks live right there too. What's up, KT Millie? What is that? KT Militant. What's happening with your big homie? So let's go ahead and we about to get up in this here, but we want to appreciate y'all. So again, yeah, we want to appreciate you so much for showing love to the third revamp we came back with. So yeah, we're gonna keep doing this here and get in where we fit in with it. Yeah. So, mm. Shouts out to ENJ because I'm drinking it and they ain't paying me for it. Now, today's episode is about being an entrepreneur and how stressful it can be being an entrepreneur when you transition from a 9 to 5. You understand what I'm saying? Um, Man, what's good? Appreciate the love we getting from TikTok. That's what I'm talking about. Side note, they got us banned on TikTok for a couple of days because you know how the trolls be when we freestyle and everything. But appreciate you so much. Appreciate the love. Mm. But you know, we are entrepreneurs. I am, I do music and the entertainment and everything. And Shani Rocks does music and entertainment, and she's also
An eyebrow threader.
and first Afri well, not the first African American. I don't know if that is, but the number one African American eyebrow threader in her city.
As of now, yeah.
As of now, as of for a couple of years, you know what I'm saying? And it's been a crazy journey, you know what I mean? She was working in a
At the
um,
mall,
yeah,
at Columbia Mall.
at Columbia Mall doing eyebrows for like the Indians and because it's an Indian eyebrow threading technique. That's what she learned it, and she was doing that, and it was stressful. What you got paid like twice a month.
Less than that.
What you mean less than that? Because I remember when I first met you, it was like I remember you had to like get your check like every what, like every two. It was like 2-3 weeks or something.
Every 2 3 weeks. But see, that's where the confusion came in at because they used to alternate my pay period. So I was like, yo, like I'm up in here by myself,
Mm.
just doing clients. I got thrown in the water, like.
Right, and I remember when I first met you, they was being crazy with your pay. Like they were supposed to pay you something, and then it took like a week or 2 weeks for them to get the money to you or something.
Yeah, you can't mess with nobody's money.
Yeah,
Especially
man.
mine.
Yeah,
So I'm
man.
like, yo, something gotta give.
Yeah,
Like
man, that was crazy. You know what I'm saying? But she was doing that, and I was already doing in the streets with entertainment and everything. At the time, I was with this thing called Too Real for Radio. It was an like a podcast type situation, one of the the biggest internet radio stations to come through South Carolina. And yeah, we was doing that. But before that, I used to wash dishes and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I knew what it was like to be in those positions where you're being, felt like you're treated like a slave, working for somebody else, and they're just sitting back racking up money, and you're only getting a little bit an hour. You know what I'm saying? I think at the time I was getting like what, like $10 an hour, washing dishes, and I'm like, I used to be sitting back there washing dishes, getting mad as hell because I'm seeing the restaurant, making so much fucking money. Like, in 1 hour I'm only getting $10, but it been a whole fucking church come through here on a Sunday, and I'm still only getting $10 an hour. So 2 hours I'm making fucking $20, while these motherfuckers that made $1,000 off one motherfucking
plate or whatever.
yeah,
Party or
yeah,
something.
a whole party and shit. So right then and there, I felt like it was unequal. You know what I'm sizzling? And Shani, she was going through it with her situation. And one day she calls me on the tip, like, it was like a holiday, right?
Yeah, it was like Labor Day. So they had me
Right.
there all weekend by myself.
Mm.
So I did like hundreds of people.
Right.
And I made a lot of money. So I was like, yo, like look at this. Like,
Right.
this is crazy.
She,
So
you made about almost close to about $1,000 in a day, ain't it?
I made more than 1,000 a day.
About yeah. Oh.
Yeah, like it
Mm.
was I
Right.
mean a couple racks
Right.
that weekend. I was like, man, if I can do it for somebody else, why not do it for myself,
Right.
So,
You feel
but when you really put it in my head, you was like, hold on now, you getting played, like,
yeah.
you need to do something like this.
Yeah, I had to, like, we was on the phone and she was like, she was stressed out, like, hey, I'm in a certain situation, and I'm feeling weirded out about it, and I want to grow out of my situation, and you were like, you didn't know what to do, and I was like, well, how much money did you make at your job, today? And you were like, what, like $700-800 or some shit.
Yeah, I made that for them, but see, they was only paying me $10 an hour too.
I was just about to ask you, like, do you feel comfortable letting everybody know how much what it is? But you was getting paid $10 an hour, so you don't work how many hours that day?
From open to close, they opened at what 9 to 9.
So you working from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Yeah, for $10 an hour.
For $10 an hour. So from 9 to 9, how many hours is that? You know what I'm saying? I'm drinking right now, so I'm trying to...
Like 12.
She like, don't put me on the spot. What the fuck? You gonna put me on the spot doing math right now?
9 to 9, y'all do math.
Nah, okay, you said 9 to 9, y'all do the math. All damn day and all damn night.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So whatever the fuck that was, 9 to 9, how many hours that is? 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You only getting $130 damn dollars. Yeah. And they didn't clock
$12 a brow.
$12 a brow, but you said, but the whole thing, what that day was like an $800 day.
Yeah.
So you done clock like $800 for these motherfuckers. That's all they had to do was pay $130 to get $800. That shit is fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah.
That shit is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, and when she told me that, I was like, yo, all you got to do is get a quarter of that. You know what I'm saying? For yours. What's up, Jessica over here? I said, all you got to do is just get like a quarter of that for your situation. You know what I mean? And you should be straight. You know what I'm saying? So, and she was like, just being honest, transparent with y'all. You know what I'm saying? She was like, oh, I don't know if I can do that like that. You know what I mean? The situation is kind of tough right now for me right now. And I don't know if I can just venture out on my own. You know what I'm saying? And, at the time we were talking, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't like solid. She was like, I'm by myself and I don't know, what to do. And, I told her, I was like, yo, if you can make that, you understand what I'm saying? And you can continue to do that at least for yourself, like at least 3 to 4 times out the week, you should be straight.
Yeah, get a piece of it.
Get a piece of it and you should be straight. And that's one thing that we want to address, being an entrepreneur, is the mentality that you cannot go out here and do it for yourself. That's where you need to erase in your mind. Because how all of us are taught in the hood coming up is, you come up, you get a 9 to 5, you work for that 9 to 5 and all that, and you're supposed to be, happy ever after. But when you ask yourself, who do you know at a 9 to 5 that's actually rich doing what they want to do coming up, right? You know what I'm saying? Like when you think about it, most people when they have, coming up with the 9 to 5s, they're working hard, but everybody's still, kind of struggling. And it's like, why would you want to suffer? If you gotta struggle, why would you want to suffer and struggle doing something you don't want to do for somebody else? Exactly. That doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we embrace the whole it's a struggle, but just go out there and go for it. Go against the mentality that you were taught when you were young. I'm stumbling on my words. I'm trying to go across the stumble, but y'all clearly see the stumble. You understand what I'm saying? But yeah. What you got to do is take the thought of, if I'm going to be suffering somewhere, if I'm going to be stressed out, I might as well be doing it for myself, and I might as well learn and go along the way. Now, if you're in a situation where you can't just leave or whatever, don't necessarily just leave or whatever. Get yourself right. What's up, EMG Swab? You know what I'm saying? If you're in a situation where you can't leave or whatever like that, get yourself right, align yourself right, so you can get out the situation.
Get yourself in position to make that move. Like what I did was, before I knew I was gonna leave, I had got everybody's number. Well, I should have got emails too back then.
And they was telling you not to do that.
Yeah, they were telling me not to do that because it's against their rules or whatever. I was like, forget that. I'm the stylist. I'm doing this.
And ain't that fucked up? The company gonna tell you, hey, we don't want you to try to build up the clientele with your hands. We don't want that, but we want you to go out there and do it for us. That's fucked up.
Yeah, that's messed up. So I was like, shoot, forget that. Before I leave, I'm about to get everybody's number or give them my social media, my number, or some way we can contact each other. So whenever I do leave, and they can follow me wherever I'm at, and then take it from there. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. And that's the best way with any job what you're doing, you know what I'm saying, you have to grow an email list. We both have an email list. I have an email list for hip hop. She's got an email list for eyebrow threading. You gotta build your own email list. If you're working for somebody else, the only thing you're gonna be doing is bringing business to somebody else.
You're gonna be building their business.
Right.
You know?
Right, like if you're working in a hair salon, right? You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of where we're from, a lot of female. I'm pretty sure where y'all from too. You know what I mean? Because a lot of hood people watch us. A lot of females work in hair salons. You know what I'm saying? And the hair salon game is really a flip. I remember she said she was working in a hair salon at one point, and the person there, I don't want to say you want to say we don't gotta say the name, right?
They don't gotta say their name.
You ain't gotta say the name. But the person she was working for didn't even. She owned a fucking hair salon. Didn't know how to do hair at all. How the fuck does that even go?
Shoot, because it's like, as long as you know how to run a business or whatever, like, you don't have to know how to do it. As long as you come in, collect, get your money from the booth renters or whatever, and get it through.
At that point, is that business her passion, or did she just know how to make a flip at this point?
She just know how to make a flip.
You understand what I'm saying? You know, you got people in there that are passionate about what they're doing, working hard at what they're doing, spending hours on the hair and all this. And only to at the end of the week to give up what $150, $200 of their situation to somebody else who is just sitting back, just basically counting, getting the money because they they got the spot. You know what I mean? I mean, in some of the ways that's now. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I mean, if you want to get into that situation or whatever, that's what you want to work out, whatever. I ain't trying to shit on nobody. All I'm just trying to say is, in the eyes of an entrepreneur, it's like your passion is getting drained, and every time when you get a customer, you're only building it up for that business.
Yeah.
When you leave that hairdresser, they're not going to necessarily follow you like that unless they're really, 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 really down with you. 9 times out of 10, and even if they're really down with you, they're going to come back. Check out that comment she said. They're going to come back to that salon or something later on without you.
She said, "Bring me and Pat."
You know what I mean? You off the chain. That's what I appreciate it so
Thank
much.
You
know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Remy Ma and Pat Papoose. You know what I'm saying? And if you're just not tuning in, this is the Hybrid 803 podcast. I am Hybrid 803.
And I'm Shani Rocks.
And this will be on Spotify, Anchor, Stitcher, wherever you want to, wherever you listen to podcasts, iTunes, and all that good mess. Check it out. And we also got great music, which we're going to have a music break come in right about now in the edits. But anyway, let's get back. You know what I'm saying to y'all. So yeah, so that was, we're talking about the mentality of the being an entrepreneur. So let's get on with that. We were talking about transitioning from a 9 to 5. Transitioning from a 9 to 5, when you're bred to be a worker. That is crazy, especially dealing with people. Your friends are going to talk to you crazy or look at you crazy. If you're with somebody, they may look at you crazy because they're like, hey, we need stability and all this other good mess. You know what I mean? But what you have to do is believe in yourself. I ran into an entrepreneur before who was very successful. I used to work with, who I don't fuck with like that no more. But, he had told me that you have to trust yourself to make money. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of people don't trust themselves to make money. When they wake up in the morning, they feel like, damn, I got to have somebody else help me. You know what I'm saying? To go get it. And I can't, whatever I'm doing is not enough or is not serious enough. And you got to get it out your head. You know what I'm saying? Why is you flipping burgers more serious than you doing, selling your album on the corner at the gas station? Why is it that you, cleaning bathrooms is more important than you having your own clientele to do hair and things like that, So, don't let somebody preach to you on some slave shit like, hey, you got to go work for somebody else in somebody else's plantation. Not to mention on the side note, I heard that the reason why they're tearing down a lot of communities, my house got torn down in that as well, is because of how, they're buying up all the land, and I mean like the government and the white man, they're buying up all the land around here, and they're buying out all the houses. And because we've been working for them for so many years and not investing in our own jobs in our own community, we're not able to stop them and buy back our own neighborhood or fix up our neighborhoods or anything like that. And now they're just taking our neighborhoods and mowing it down. I hope YouTube ain't trying to tell us, all right, now you talking too much truth now.
Okay,
you seen that right? You said you getting too hectic now.
They tried to blur the camera.
They blurred the camera just now. We're doing too much. Shut up. You niggas talking. They smart. All right, nah. Loving hip hop, nah. So yeah, you know what I'm saying. So and I hate to see this when I'm online. If somebody, now don't get me wrong, if somebody gets a job online or whatever like that, and they on Facebook like, hey, I got the job finally, and they get 100 like, it's cool that they get the job and all this, you know what I'm saying? No disrespect to them, but I noticed that people will cheer when people say they got a job faster than they cheer when they said they got their own business going on, or faster when they they got their own, they done dropped a song or something like that. Lord knows you can't drop no song. They don't give a damn.
They don't care about that.
They don't give a damn, boy. You got to have, let YouTube tell it, you got to have motherfucking a dog on fire jumping through a hoop just to get motherfuckers to give a damn about and pay attention. You know what I'm saying? So, a lot of people will congratulate what they, the old mindset. Oh, he's doing it for somebody else, instead of thinking to themselves, damn, he's coming up for himself. He's trying to do it on his own. You know what I'm saying? And that's more commemorative. Is that the right word? Did I just make up a word?
No, that's right.
Is that? I don't know.
I think.
Fuck whoever gonna hate on me later on. But that's more commemorative when you go out there and work harder from the ground up doing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. All right. So now let's get into the mental health and physical health of an entrepreneur. Let's touch on that before we get up out of here. Appreciate all y'all coming through, rocking with us. This episode is sponsored by Shantae's Epilation from Columbia, South Carolina. Shantae Rocks, can you touch on that one time?
All right, Shantae's Epilation. We're the number one eyebrow threading place in Columbia, South Carolina. If you just looking at yourself like, hey, what is missing? You got your lashes done, you got your hair done, you got your lip gloss popping, you just need that extra little oomph in your look, go ahead and get your eyebrows threaded. It lasts so much longer than any other hair removal method. So check Shantae's Epilation out at shantae'sepilation.com. Yeah.
That's what's happening. Shouts out to Shantae's Epilation for sponsoring this episode. Also sponsored by Hybe Hammer Gear. That's Hybe Hammer Gear. You can go to Hybrid803.com, get you a nice little hat. It was for the winter time. It's getting a little warm now, but shit, you can still spark it. It makes me look cool. Got the whole hip hop thing. Also, get you a shirt, Hybe Hammer Gear, so make sure y'all go ahead and cop that at Hybrid803.com, and get you some nice gear to represent some real underground hip hop. All right. So yeah, let's get back into it now. Mental health, physical health of an entrepreneur, okay? So you're going to go through it mentally. You're going to go through times where you just don't know when the bills coming, where they coming from, where the food coming from. You know what I'm saying? Me and Shani got stories, you know what I'm saying? Like we done been, just being transparent. I tell them, we done been fucked up. If you check out the other episodes, because this is season 10, episode 3. You know what I'm saying? If you check out the other episodes where we was on Marshall, clack, where we was at the old spot, you know what I'm saying? It was hot as hell, no air, one of them old houses. The situation was fucked up and we were grinding, trying to get out of it. It was crazy and stressful. I remember days for lunch, sometimes we have to go get fucking Lunchables. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Shouts out to Family Dollar with them dollar Lunchables. Them shits used to come through in the clutch.
Through hospital.
What? Ooh, and then y'all, we can go to shouts out to Richmond Memorial too. They had nice ass food down there at the hospital you can go through. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you go through it, bro. But I'm gonna be honest with you, you're gonna also go through it with a job. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna go through it. A job is not certain. You got managers that will fuck you up. The managers will try, they trying to holler at you and all this other shit fucking with you. If you don't want to fuck them or you don't want to get with them, you ain't getting no hours. If you don't want to respect them, you ain't getting no hours. If they jealous of you, you ain't getting no hours. and all this other shit. So it's just like, it's crazy, and they'll do anything to make you quit because they don't want to fire you, because if they fire you, you can get employment. Right? So they ain't trying to do that. My last situation, they ain't even want to fire me. They just motherfucking just cut my hours down after I cussed the manager out. I was like, yo, I need some gloves. You know, my hands is peeling and shit. And he was like, you know, I'm going to get you some gloves. Kept saying that. And one day I just like, look, dude, I know you don't give a damn about your employees, but I really need gloves. He was trying to get bucked with me. Then I got bucked with him. And then all of a sudden I'm big, black, bald-headed, strong guy about to beat everybody. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, you know, so understand you're going to go through it. But if you got people around you that's hating on you, get the fuck away from them. Straight like that. I started rapping in a group called 3 Trio. You know, and my homies, they were with me. They're not here. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they didn't believe in themselves. Maybe they didn't, you know, I don't know, whatever. It's a whole lot of hate come with this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you can not have a lot of bread and motherfuckers still
hate on
they, I don't even,
like, bro, you got more than me.
I don't understand that shit. Motherfucker be like, I come over here with $1 billion, but look at that motherfucker over there doing eyebrows.
Yeah, all happy and shit.
All happy.
But that's the thing, they hate on your happiness.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, like,
right, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, and that's one thing you gotta understand. A lot of people hate on your happiness. You're happy at what you're doing. A lot of motherfuckers just do not want to see that shit. You know what I'm saying? They want you miserable underneath them. I remember one time we was coming up once before, and some people was telling us, hey, you know what I'm saying, y'all looking too good, y'all looking too clean, you need to calm down. We was like, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, whatever we deserve that. You know, we're hard for this, baby.
You know what I'm saying? So, then when you fall down, you're like, damn.
Yeah, then when you're down, you're like, hold on, y'all need to boss up, you need to get this and get that. Like, bro, you just told me to stop.
You told me to slow down. You know what I'm saying? So don't worry about the people talking shit. If you with somebody and the person you with is tripping on you, you might need to get away from them. You know what I'm saying? Shani right here is a bad female. You know what I'm saying? She's very beautiful. You know, and I be doing what I got to do, trying to, you know, stay above water and stay above folk. But one thing I can say is she has a strong mind frame, and you know, whenever there was a situation where I was fucked up or some shit like that, she was with me. No bullshit, no, you know, no subliminal shit, no making you feel less of a man, none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you got to have somebody that's down with you. You know what I'm saying? So just
hold each other up.
Yeah,
one down, you gotta hold them up.
You gotta hold them up. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, make sure you find somebody that's down with you. Now, we appreciate everybody rocking with us. You know what I'm saying, on the YouTube channel. You know, we're gonna have this up soon as we finish. We're gonna chop this up a little bit later on so it can be on Spotify, Anchor, Stitcher, and all that good shit wherever you do. You know, we really distributing, we really doing this shit. It's really out there. You know, shouts out to everybody rocking with us. Hey, shouts out to Jessica for staying with us on Shannon Live. Appreciate you so much. You know, shouts out to everybody coming through here on TikTok, coming from TikTok and all that good shit. Appreciate y'all so much. Hope y'all enjoy the music on the podcast. And you want to say anything?
Thank y'all for watching.
But you don't want to tell them about my new single that I just dropped called Look Into My Eyes.
Look Into My Eyes.
Hybrid803. Look Into My Eyes.
Yes,
it just
new
dropped.
Single just dropped. Y'all go chop. I'm going to chop that out.
Right.
Y'all go check that out.
Don't chop that out. Play it. Play the shit.
Go check it out.
Appreciate y'all so much, and all. Appreciate y'all so much for coming through. And as always, until next time. What?